Let me talk about the corona and EMF, which is of concern, especially to the neighborhoods who may live close to the transmission lines. Corona is relevant when you work with high voltage lines like EHV and UHV lines. And this is why we have the rights of way so that you have enough separation for the power line from the edge or from the neighborhood. Corona relates to basically ionization of air around the conductor, and it is related to the electric field around the conductors. How do you minimize that? Normally, we do a bundle configuration to manage corona, which you can leverage conventional conductors for that as well. And the secondary parameter for corona management is the size of the conductor. We typically use more compact design, and if the utility can take advantage of the high ampacity, we would still recommend trapezoidal wire in terms of the conductor design. But if they are not interested in that additional capacity and they really care about corona, we can always go to the round-strand configuration, even in the TS conductor, and that allows you to kind of bulky up the conductor size so that you are able to minimize the electric field to manage corona. And I would also say that the loss from corona is normally much less. You look at the line loss from resistance heating versus corona loss. The worst case, we're looking at about probably 10% for corona compared to the resistance. But the noise factor, the nuisance is probably much more significant. So when you look at a conductor that, like TS for example, it is always very higher up because of low thermal sag, and it is away from the ground, it is away from the edges. You have that distance benefit that allows, I would say, a little bit better mitigation of EMF intensity and also corona noise at the edge of the right of way because the conductor is not sagging, especially the thermal sag. And if you have extreme situations, let's say heavy ice, which is oftentimes the TS conductor might be subjected to in design limit, those are rare events. No one is outdoor anyway, so it's a non-issue. So I would say that if utilities are concerned about managing EMF or corona, TS would be a better solution because we are able to keep the line very higher up or away from the neighborhood so that we're able to manage it better than the other types of conductors.